Alright guys, let's pick it back up. Did some work off stream at the casino and picked us up some TMs, and we got one Pokemon out of it, and that would be Polly. So let's take Polly over our Diglett right now. What move did we have Diglett here for? Cut. We should be good on that for a bit at least. Alright, so we got some new TMs from there as well. So we have Newt now has Flamethrower. And then I also got a Thunderbolt TM for Polly. So now we have a little bit of electric coverage here. So we are ready to go take on the Team Rocket area. Alright, we need to get Polly up. We're gonna go ahead and hit a few rare candies, just get him at a level we can work with. We are not learning Sharpen. Actually, hate that move. Takes so long to actually use, and for what? Alright, we'll just get everybody up to 25 and I think we'll be good to go. Oh, doing pretty well. How about yourself? Alright, let's see if this Polly does as well as our Polly from last run. Not bad, not bad. Well, it's good to hear. Glad to see you tuning in. It's gonna be nice to have another psychic type, or at least psychic moves, rather than just Monarch. A 7-stream streak. Very impressive. Very glad to have you here, Hazel. I'm gonna have to work on getting something set up for you guys to use bits on. Or channel points. Not sure which one it is. But I think I actually need to get both of them set up sometime here. Nelson got Twitch affiliate? Hell yeah. That's great to hear. We are getting close to it over here. We just need to hit four average viewers per stream. We just need to hit that for like 4 days. But I think we have everything else hit for it. But yeah, it's awesome to hear that Nelson got on there. Okay, I have to check that out. Alright, now I think that saves us from having to fight that guy at the very end now. See what we got here. Oh, pretty good so far. Just started out, so haven't had time for things to go bad. I can't believe that only hit for that little. That's crazy. We're probably gonna hit ourselves for more. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Streamed a bit yesterday. We got quite a bit farther. We managed to hit the SSN, hit that gym, get through that cave system, and then we took on the grass gym too. So it was a pretty good day. We got a few new additions to the team. Let's see. Let's throw Monarch up front for a little. Alright, we can't use the elevator yet. I believe we should get the key somewhere in here. Yeah, I gotta get a little bit more work. I've got our Discord just about set up how I want it. I wanted to put in a little more work, and I believe there's a way I can set up a like Twitch alert channel that will notify everybody when I actually go live, which would be nice. You know, like right now we're kind of just... I've got a calendar on the Twitch that kind of gives days that I'm planning on stream, but we're kind of still just doing spontaneous streams. But once we get like a little bit of a following, I would like to actually get a time ironed out for it. And then right now I've been putting in quite a bit of work on... I fixed up our YouTube, so now we have a VOD channel, and then we actually have an edited channel. And then put some work into our TikTok, and we've been getting a little bit of traction over there, so hopefully that translates to a little bit of traction over here. I thought this guy was going to give us the key card. I believe we should get a Lapras either here or the other building. I think it might be the other building. Alright, let's go with Leviathan here. Which, finishing up the randomized Fire Red run gave us plenty of content for TikTok for a while, which is nice. Gave me content to actually put on the edited YouTube. Alright, we'll take a confused there. Ooh, okay, Monarch would hit first, I believe. Oh. But let's go ahead and we'll just bring in Newt here. Oh, okay. Good call. We would not have beat the quick attack. Don't know if it would have done enough, but... we gotta deal with Team Rocket a whole ton here. We've got this, and then straight over to the next town to deal with more of them. Okay, let's see. We actually got some items at the casino too. Monarch did not want the Miracle Seed. And we still need us a good grass type. Just have not found one yet. think the only grass type we've had a chance at was a Bellsprout, and we did not get him. Let's go ahead, we'll swap out here. Oh my god. Oh, thank goodness. Yes, we are changing Pokemon. Oh my god, that was too close. I really thought we lost Newt. Okay, coughing has explosion. We have got to remember that. I can't believe he even went for it there. I hadn't even touched him or anything. Oh man, that was crazy. Alright, let's heal everybody up. I cannot believe that just happened. We might, I mean, we definitely got lucky here. Monarch was not living that, and Newt survived. I don't think we could really ask for much more than that. Alright, we should be good here. We gotta go hit the elevator. And then we should have a few more battles. And then we'll heal up before we hit Giovanni. Alright, we've got Monarch leading. Let's switch. We'll go Polly. See if we can get Polly up a little bit here. Now I'd like to go pick up Arsen well, he's not Sandslash yet. Or Sandshrew of the daycare sometime. But we don't quite have a spot in the team for him. We don't quite have a spot for a lot of members I would like to add. Because we are going to be getting a Snorlax here before too long. But I could not tell you where we're going to fit him in on the team. Polly didn't even care about being paralyzed, just straight hit through it. Alright, let's take care of that paralyzed. And we'll go ahead and heal up here. See, we traced their Intimidate. I thought we had Intimidate then, but I guess not. So I'm not actually quite sure what Trace does, I guess. Alright, and we should be to Giovanni now. Made pretty quick work of this place. I say that, and then we're gonna go up here and lose somebody. Let's go with... Let's lead with Monarch. I feel like Monarch has the most options. Okay, so Monarch should be able to outspeed, and we'll just go for Sleep Powder. Alright, one down, nothing to worry about so far. Two down. Leviathan making easy work of these guys. And a king is gone. We'll stay Leviathan here. I think that's fine. Alright, Leviathan just made that short work. Alright, and now we can go do the Pokemon Tower, which also has our next rival battle and our next encounter. So weird, like finishing this place, beating the boss, and then come up here and this guy's like, oh yeah, I'll take you on. You couldn't beat our boss? Well, he's got nothing on me. Okay, coughing has explosion. Maybe we go Chiding? I think out of everybody on the team, if we just so happen to lose Chiding, I would feel the least about it. Just barely hung on. Alright, no worries there. Alright, not too shabby. Let's go heal up. Alright, and now we can go do the Pokemon Tower. Alright, so this is going to be our next encounter. Let me pull up on our little sheet here. Looks like we can get a Cubone, a Ghastly, or a Haunter. I would definitely like to get a Cubone here. I think somebody gives you something here. Guess I'm wrong. Alright, who do we have leading here? Let's go with Monarch for our encounter, and then we'll switch. Alright, actually, let's go with Newt for the rival battle here. With a team of 5, okay. Very good start. Alright, and now we actually have an electric move for this. Alright, very glad we got Polly. I think we've got pretty solid coverage across the board. I'd really like to get a grass type on the team, but kind of seems like we were supposed to come find him before we went over to the next town. Yeah, because I think his highest was 25. Alright, pretty smooth. Alright, so let's bring out Monarch for our encounter. I would like if we could just make it up to the Marowak for our encounter, but I don't think we're going to be able to do that. Alright, we can come back for everybody. I just want to see if we can make it to the Marowak. Nope, okay. Okay, Ghastly, that's a good one. Alright, easy enough. Alright, let's go. I don't know if anybody here plays Phasmophobia, but at least, I don't know if it's a normal thing, but whenever my friend group's playing, we always call the ghost orbs Gorbs. So I think that's pretty fitting for him. Alright, we'll actually go through and we'll fight everybody since we had our encounter. You know, I think Polly has actually hit through every condition it's had so far. Spoke it into existence. I don't quite know what the curse did. Is that the one that drains our PP? No. I don't actually know what that did. Crazy that just every single person here has Ghastly. See what that actually does. Let's give that to Newt. I think. I actually don't know what his special attack is. Yeah, seems like it was a good call. Has a lower special attack than Monarch, which is kind of crazy. Alright, just about through the tower. I think we have one more floor and then the Team Rocket members. We finally see something other than Ghastly. This has been great for Polly to be leveling up here. Okay, that's it. Okay, we're good. Had me a little scared there. Yeah, let's go ahead. We'll swap him out. Just so he doesn't get hit by that curse again. Oh yeah, I completely agree. And then Ash having to go to that haunted house to get, did he get Gengar there? Or did he get a Haunter there? And then they had the whole episode where, what, she put them in a dollhouse? That's so crazy back in the day. Oh yeah, doesn't he like float out of his body and go to that house? The anime was just crazy. And then I think, doesn't it end up with like the Haunter stays with her after that? Alright, we're gonna go against a Marowak here, so let's go ahead and bring in Leviathan. I feel like this could almost be counted as a static encounter, but alright, let's go. Chiding needs a bit of XP here. See if we can get him caught up here. Choose Polly. Probably could use a little bit of XP here. Get a little confusion running on these guys, should be pretty good. Or Psybeam, actually. Alright, coughing, so hopefully we don't get blown up here. Hold on, Jading. That sucks. That sucks. It's alright though, we do have a backup flying type. We do have an extra Pidgey in the box. Which, you know, I eventually wanted to switch to, but didn't want it to be this way, or for this reason. I was thinking if another coughing comes in, Newt tanked 1, but at the same time, who knows what level it's gonna be, so I don't really want to risk him. Alright, we made it through the tower, just 1 casualty. Could have been worse. Alright, let's go drop off Chitting. Our three different birds in here. Alright, we'll grab Sky. Heal up, and then we can go get our Snorlax encounter. Alright, and then I need to look real quick because there's 2 different Snorlaxes. So I'm wondering which one we actually should take as our encounter. Let's see here. There's the one in the Route 12, and then one in Route 6, or Route 16, I mean. And it kind of looks like our one in Route 16 we should take. It looks like we have a lot more wiggle room with what we can catch in the other. So let's actually... We have to teach Sky how to fly. Alright, let's also catch Sky up here a little bit. hopefully after we do the next bit of Team Rocket, we won't have to ever see it coughing again. And won't have to worry about self-destruct. I'm sure it'll get us again sometime, but hopefully it's just not as common of an occurrence as it has been. Well, glad to hear you're enjoying it, Hazel. Alright, let's get Sky up to... We'll stop at 28 here. And then we'll go ahead and fly over here. Alright, so our Route 16 encounter. Actually, let me swap to Monarch. Alright, our Route 16 encounter is gonna be a Snorlax. How long? I think we're gonna go probably another hour, see where we are. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Wake him up just to put him right back to sleep. That's not great. He took 42. I want to see if we can heal and maybe get another move off. Was not ready for him to do that. Alright, let's see. I feel like Sky could probably weaken him a little bit. That might be our best bet. I feel like Monarch could also do it, but let's try hitting an Awakening. Can't believe he didn't snore again. Oh. Alright. Honestly, I mean, if that only did that much, and he's that bulky, I feel like somebody else could hit. Because I don't feel like Sky's actually going to do much. So let's go with Leviathan here. And you know, if I'm wrong and it goes bad, we have a backup Snorlax, so... Oh my gosh, okay, that did nothing. And with him being able to rest, I don't know how we're actually going to lower him down. I guess let's hit an Awakening and we'll try a stronger move. We can do Dragon Rage. Okay, that does good damage. Man, he is really just not even considering. Alright, there we go. Alright, we need a good nickname for our Snorlax. Let's see here. Let's go with Totoro. Alright, and that is, let's see here, our Route 16 encounter. So now we can go and take care of the other Snorlax. Alright, so with this Snorlax, we're gonna call it Dupes, and then we should get a fishing pole right after that. I believe there's a little hut somewhere up here. I don't remember if we actually battled these guys. Alright, let's take care of those poisons. Alright, and then since we are fighting another Snorlax, let's go ahead, we'll bring out Leviathan. Alright, now hopefully we can finish him off before he actually wakes up here. Okay, he didn't rest. That's all that matters. Alright, and we should finally be able to get a new fishing pole. Alright, this just opened up so many new encounters for us. Alright, let's hit one right here. Alright, so our Route 12 encounter. Never mind, never mind. Alright, our Route 12 encounter is gonna be a Krabby. Should have led with Monarch here. Tell you guys what, having Monarch on the team has made our encounters so much easier. I'm very glad we aren't doing the Sandstream strat that we did last time. Which, it was very effective, but it just took way too long. Alright, a nickname for our Krabby. Let's see here. Let's go with, Rangoon. Alright, so let me mark that on our chart. And then we could honestly go do a lot of other encounters if we wanted. Let's see. I know we saved Route 6 for a fishing encounter. Well, thank you, thank you. Alright, let's put Monarch in front. A Poliwag. Love to see it. Yeah, Monarch is just making these so easy. I'm loving it. Alright, last time we had a Poliwag named Darwin. I don't think Darwin let us down at all. Didn't really get a chance to, but... Alright, so we also get one down here in Vermilion. Alright, now last time we were here we fished up a Registeel, so I don't think we're gonna get anything that crazy. But I would love to see like a Horsey out of here. Alright, we got dupes. A Gyarados. Alright, we already have a Gyarados. It's a crazy pull though. Alright, maybe eventually we'll see something new. Let's go try on the other side. Okay, Staryu. Not the Horsey we were hoping for, but... Hazel, do you have a nickname for a Staryu? Alright, let's see what we got for Staryu. Let's go with Cascade. Alright, where else do we have encounters? Looks like we have one down in Pallet Town, I know. But we also have some grass down there that I think I would rather use. We get one in Viridian, which that has to be a fishing. Which it looks like we're gonna get either a Slowpoke or a Goldeen here. Alright, dupes. Level 19 too. You know what we could do here too is we can pick up our Snorlax. We'll be right back for Leviathan. Pick up beans. And then I think we can go learn Dream Eater over here. Well, never mind, never mind. It was a good thought. Alright, let's go back and see if we can get our encounter. Shadow just ran away. Alright, surely there's something beside the Poliwag in this spawn. I'm convinced that there isn't at this point. Alright. It's just a Goldeen or a Slowpoke here, and I am not worried about it. We'll give it one more try. And if that doesn't get us something else, we can move on. Wish we would have came here before we went to Route 6. Could have got Darwin here and then probably fish something else up there. Alright, so let's see here. We have Cerulean City, but I believe we have to have surf for that. We have Route 10, which is up there. We were waiting for a fishing pole for that one, I believe. And it looks like we have a chance for a horsey up here. Alright, that one's dupes. Another dupes. You know, we are not having much luck here. Is there one more fishing pole after this? 'Cause maybe that's what we need. Alright, I think we're gonna wait because I believe you actually get another fishing pole down here at Fuchsia. So let's go to Saffron. We're already healed up. I think we're gonna go to the fighting gym. Alright, we cleared some of this yesterday. Maybe we should lead Leviathan. Cleared these two, so we have these three to go. Level 36, oh my gosh. I think the last guys were, I thought they were like level 32 or so. I don't know if that was better than Dragon Rage is gonna do. Let's check it out here. I think Dragon Rage actually did more. Okay, we made it through one of them. locked into another one. And I don't think the leader of this place is gonna walk to us. With 3 Pokemon, okay. Alright, let's go ahead and we're gonna heal up here. Alright, as long as he doesn't pull out anything crazy for his 3rd Pokemon, I think we're okay here. Do we bring in our primate? Let's leave Leviathan in for a minute. Alright, we're looking pretty good here. .95% accurate. And we missed it. Alright, I think we can go ahead and take on the leader here. It's a little scary after seeing that level 36, but okay, 2 Pokemon that are level 37. Alright, I'm hoping this makes it where we don't take the foresight attack. Alright, one more. Alright, we needed that confusion. Fire punch, okay. Alright, the real question, I was gonna say, does he heal up or not? But no, okay. Alright, we made it through. a little under-leveled here, but alright, so we either get a Hitmonlee or a Hitmonchan. I don't think we're actually going to end up using either of these, but let's take the Hitmonchan, I guess. And then, let's see, easy nickname here. We'll go Jackie. Alright, so our next order of business is going to be taking on Team Rocket in this big tower here. Let me see if we have any other encounters we could do. And we might save Team Rocket for probably tomorrow. We could go over. We did Route 16, but we could work our way down the route real quick. I think let's get a start on that and just see how far we make it into this. I think we should get something here too. We should be close to like an EXP share somewhere around here, I think. It's not here. I kind of think it might be down at this next town. Alright, Leviathan is pretty leveled, so let's go Poly, get a little bit of XP here. Who do we want in against Coughing? Polly might be able to just take them out really quick. Hopefully. Okay, I think we're good here. Man, I'm so tired of seeing Coughings. think we've had a few close calls, and then we've actually lost one Pokemon, so... I should have probably went Boots here, just to start getting him some XP. We should be getting Surf pretty soon, which is good for Leviathan. I would like to get a better water move on him. Go Boots here. Alright, perfect. Didn't even say that was a crit or anything. I don't know how well Flamethrower is actually gonna do here, but... Okay. Not bad at all. Alright, we are probably in the same boat here. Alright, let's go... I don't really want to throw anybody in here, just in case. We could go Monarch and try to put him to sleep real quick. That's gonna hit hard. Okay, so he did 43 there. Do we outspeed? That's the question. Okay, we're good, we're good. Alright, I'm waiting to see him wake up and explode. Alright, we are in the clear here. scared to get to like Victory Road because I feel like I remember fighting golems there and them having explosion. Yeah, we can do that. Who are we raiding today? I think we might finish up these bike riders, and that might be it for the day. Yeah, we can definitely do that. Alright, hopefully Newt can just fight his way through this. I wonder if Dig would keep us from being exploded. Alright, we take a crit. Perfect timing for that. And a coughing. And he has 3 Pokemon, so... Alright, we're looking pretty good. And another Weezing. Alright, easy enough. And a Machop. Let's go ahead and change. And we'll finish up with Leviathan. Alright, let's go ahead. We will fly here, heal up, and then hopefully tomorrow, if everything goes well, we will take on Team Rocket here. Alright guys, thanks for joining in today. Hope you guys have had a great Veterans Day and have a good rest of your night. And we will be raiding Zeus today. see, it says invalid username for that. Make sure I typed it right here. Copy it. Yeah, that's probably for the best. Let's see here. Alright, thanks for tuning in. Check out this guy's stream, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one, Hazel.